Okay, we're gonna go worm the chickens. This is how easy it is.
I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead.
I've been getting a lot of letters on how to worm chickens. I'm going to explain the procedure right now. First off, I'm going to explain to you when you need to know when to worm your chickens, because you don't need to worm them if they don't need it. So the sign that you need to worm your chickens is through your eggs. That's how you're going to tell. And it's through the outside of the egg. If your eggs are looking like this, I'm going to show you a few. They have basically poop on them, or whatever it is. I think it's poop. So if your eggs are coming out when you go to collect them and they're looking like that, you'll know it's time to worm your chickens. Because the eggs, now you can wash these. You don't have to throw them away. So I would wash them with a little soap and water before I put them in the refrigerator. But also, I don't let them get like this because I keep mine warmed because I don't like them like this. If your chickens are wormed and you're not having any issues, the eggs are perfectly clean. So poopy eggs, worms. Clean, perfect eggs, your chickens are healthy and don't have worms. So if your eggs, and it'll come and go. If you start seeing poop on them, it's time to worm them again. Or what I do, so this never happens, is I'll just worm them every so often. I'll say every 4 to 5 months. I'll just worm mine. And that way I never get to this point where they're like dirty eggs. Mine will always look good and ready to go. Okay, so if you're at this point and your eggs are dirty, I'm going to show you what you need. What you need to get, and this is what I use, and like I always say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. This is what I do, and this is very effective with me. I buy DE, and DE stands for Diatomaceous Earth. Now, there's 2 different kinds of diatomaceous earth. The kind I get, which is the purest and the best, is pure white, as you can see in this bag. Some diatomaceous earth will be gray color, like clay color is what it is. It's like a reddish gray. And the reason it's that color is because it has a lot of clay in it. I buy mine at a feed store. So if you go to a feed store, chances are they're going to have 2 different kinds, or they might have just one kind, and typically the one kind is not the kind you want. Of course, you just have to read the label. This label says DE, which stands for Diatomaceous Earth. It will say 100% food grade, and it'll be white. That is the telltale sign. If it's gray, clay color, grayish red, it's not food grade. Even though it might say food grade, they mean for animals. So I like to buy the good stuff for my animals because it's not that expensive. And I just want to give you a good look of how white it is. Okay, so it's a lot. This will last you a long, long time. This is a 5-pound bag. They do make a 2-pound bag. Let me show you the container I put it in because it will last a long time. You only need so much. Okay, so I'm going to just cut it open, obviously. And then it's powdery. You don't want to breathe the powder. So you'll see when I dump it, it kind of poofs. So I'm going to dump it slow. And, if you spill it, who cares? All right, I'm going to stand up for this. Once you have your diatomaceous earth home, what you're going to do is you're going to mix it in with the feed. You're going to do this for 3 or 4 consecutive days. If your chickens don't have any worms and you just want to worm every so often to make sure they stay worm-free, you only have to worm them 1 day, like every 4 months. That's how I'm doing it right now. So what I do is I'm going to show you what I feed my chickens. Let me pour it in the lid so you can see. It's just like, it's commercial from our local feed mill. So it's not too processed. It's unmedicated. There's nothing in this. And it's just ground up like cornmeal. So this is what my chickens love, and I like to feed this, amongst other things. But this is like their basic everyday feed I feed them. So I feed them this container every day. This is like my scoop. So I fill this. And what I'm going to do next is I have this spoon right here, and it's a 1/8 cup measuring spoon. So I get this. This is what I use, and I just keep it in this container. So I'm just going to get a spoon, and you don't have to measure perfectly, obviously. It's not exactly a recipe. So I'm going to put 2 in here. To be precise, it's a 1/4 cup in this coffee container. That's the amount I use, approximately. Okay, so I just stir this up a bit. You don't have to be perfect with it. And I have an automatic feeder in my chicken coop, so we'll walk over there and then I'll show you that. And I just dump this in the feeder, and they all get whatever they get. It's not measured out exactly precisely. They all get enough to where my eggs are always clean. Now we just put it in the feeder. Here's all my hens, and I just love my hens, and I love all my fresh eggs that I get from them. So I try to take very good care of them. Welcome to Chicken Town. Here they all come. This is how easy it is.
Sign up for Becky's Homestead newsletter. Go to beckysHomestead.com and sign up on the right. You'll get articles, news, and specials from Becky every month. Unsubscribe anytime, no spam.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, please email me and Doodles. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.